Hello and welcome. Thank you for being here. I'm Mercy the Game Master here at the Monsters, and we're back with another Working Wednesday stream. Oh, and the cat's gone. If you don't know about the Working Wednesday streams, it's a power hour. We put 30 minutes on the clock. We take a 5-minute break, put 30 minutes on the clock, and then we try and get out of here. The last couple have gone way over. We're going to try and do better today. That's right. So today's projects, we have a few things to wrap up for rewards for our player characters after the Battle of Capstone. I want to put a little bit more thought into what exactly the memorial is going to look like for the people who perished in the Battle of Capstone. And then we need to actually make a Lord and Lady of Capstone. They've been kind of quantum ogre recently. So that's my goal for the day. If you have other things to work on, it doesn't have to be D&D related, although of course DMs and GMs are more than welcome. But clean your room, do your dishes, whatever you need to do. Thank you for being here. I'm recently back from TwitchCon on I still need to finish going through my notes and everything, but that was an absolute blast. Huge thank you to everybody in our community that made that possible. And our TwitchCon recap stream will be on twitch.tv/HereThereBeMonsters this Friday, the 27th. Starting at about 6 p.m. Pacific. We'll be cooking and chatting TwitchCon. It's going to be a good time. Also, I still need to get used to this.
YouTube stream is now live.
Thank you. But we have the prompter set up. That's why I'm able to look at you and see what you are saying now instead of seeing what you are saying, but talking to you like this. This will be much better, but it will take some getting used to. Also, I'd love to find a way to mount it slightly lower. I think for these streams in particular, the kind of higher view is actually sort of cool. I think for the long term, I'd love to find a way to get the camera down a couple more inches. So yeah. But we have it working for now. It's super cool. It can be a normal prompter, it can be a script prompter, and it also has a second monitor. So very neat. Let's see. I feel like there was one other thing I wanted to talk about. TwitchCon. Prompter. Oh, I guess for tabletop role-playing fans, we still have our extra stretch goal going to unlock the Call of Cthulhu investigation for Spooktober. We've got about a week or so, probably about a week at max, to lock that in. So check out the Discord, discord.gg/HereThereBeMonsters, for more info there. But broadly speaking, we're trying to raise some money for some new microphones. So there's 3 ways you could contribute: money for microphones, subscribing on Patreon or Fourth Wall, and or we are currently wrapping up a HelloFresh sponsorship, and the info is there. So I think that's it. Let's get to it. Working on your party's first proper dungeon in a castle ruin. Very fun. Heck yeah. Have a blast. Okay. What do I want to work on first? Like, I want to do all the things. Okay, this one is the oh god, I have been looking over here for chat both on YouTube and Twitch for so long. Whew. That's gonna take practice. Also, I went to grab a D&D book that I thought was over there, and apparently it was not. Aha! I have found one. Normally, I find what I was looking for. Normally, I show you guys when I grab a book, but this one's part of it. You'll have to tune in. Oh, that was probably the other thing I wanted to shout out. The next session for the Kingdom of Rin is this Saturday, the 28th of September. Pre-show starts at about 3 Pacific. Gameplay starts around 3:30, 3:45 on Twitch. So this one, I cannot flash that book at you yet. I cannot flash you today. I'm sorry. Level 7, so you have to turn up the gears a bit. Well, remember, a puzzle or riddle or something like that does not care what your character's proficiency bonus is. You started listening and time to hear you say, I cannot flash you. Perfect. No further context is needed. Okay. Step 1, do this. I've already done that. Step 2, do this. I've already done this too, but I should read what they say about it. Oh god, this is already so much more more complicated than I expected. Hello, Kale. Nope, not anymore. You already missed it. Be tasking the local ruler to prove their worth as the parties from elsewhere. I dig it. A complete list of the things can be found in Chapter 2. At this point, you need only give some thought to how many you will have. You can rewind on YouTube. Oh no. The size of your determines how many of your exactly. Okay, size estimates. Oh, Lord. Okay, we have to math. Okay, let's see. 20 times 20 is what? 400? And then times 10 is 4,000. Oh god. Okay. No. Let's not worry about that for now. Let's just go with the 400. So what's 400 times 12? That's 4,800. Sorry, got distracted by something on my desk. Okay. Will the Capstone Memorial be similar to the Iwo Jima Memorial IRL or something else? Well, essentially, I don't know yet. I have some thoughts, but we'll get to that here in a little bit. Well, three times 20, 60. This might be an easier thing to do off stream. I didn't realize there was gonna be this much math to this. Okay, let's keep going for now. I have a general idea. Thinking maybe something abstract, but still a sculpture like crossed swords. Yeah, I admittedly I was thinking more, at least as far as what I was going to do today, of trying to come up with kind of a memorialization speech. But we actually, if we're good with our time, lol, then maybe we can work on the actual memorial itself too. A glossary. I don't need that right now. But honestly, speeches and things are harder to write while streaming, so I might flip flop that. We might work on the actual physical memorial today, and then I might write the speech off stream. We'll see. I'll think about it a little bit when we get there. Um. Oh Lord, there's so much math. Oh, she very much. And well, I mean, she hasn't even actually gone to recovery yet, right? Because as far as where this campaign left off, she pretty much just came in through the gate. Oh, okay, okay. This is good. I'm glad I'm looking at this. That's amazing. Hello, I'm doing well, thank you. How are you? I'm afraid I don't read Cyrillic, but I appreciate you coming by. I cannot try to pronounce your name though. Um, you're Russian. Well, fair enough, but Russian still uses the Cyrillic alphabet. So what I said stands. What am I doing? So right now I am reading through a book that I'm currently keeping a mystery from our viewers, learning a little bit about one of the rewards that we're going to be assigning, allotting, giving, requisitioning. I don't know. Choose a verb to our the player characters in our Dungeons and Dragons game for services provided to the frontier town of Capstone, namely being instrumental in its defense from a large orc attack. Well, right off, you went to attack. I'm afraid I don't know exactly what it is you're trying to say. Would you mind trying to reword it for me? Okay. That gave me a good general idea of that and what I want to do with that. I'm going to move on to the next thing now. I'm trying to be vague because I want it to be a surprise. to check. I did translate your name really quickly, and it looks like it has something to do with chess. So when you say you went to check, perhaps you're talking about something to do chess related. I'm afraid I'm not particularly proficient at chess. I do like chess. I find chess interesting, but I have a very specific processing disorder that makes chess difficult to execute for me. But I find it fascinating to watch. All right. The next thing, we need to write an intro for the session, or recap, if you will. Also, Kale, how are you doing? How was your day at school? I know you were here at least a little bit ago. Also, I apologize, Vincent. I missed that last message from you where you said possibly protective trenches to help with towers. I think something that that in world will be impactful will be how much they want to commit to, kind of like living in fear, if you will, and like building defenses versus how much they want to try and kind of like live their lives, so to speak. That is a possibility for sure. Fair warning for anybody not up to date with our sessions or the Battle of Capstone. If you care about spoilers, the next couple of minutes here, I'm going to need to talk through some things as I write it out that will be spoiler related. So fair warning there, earmuffs. Come back in 5 minutes or so if that applies to you. Otherwise, let's write a quick recap of the Battle of Capstone. So the Battle of Capstone began in the evening hours of the first day of late spring in the year 561. Our party was our party enjoyed some revelry and a drinking contest. Actually, I need to double check something. That may be wrong. The drinking contest might have been the night before. I think it actually was. Now that I think about it. It was? Aha. Okay. Our party was our dude Rennick. Our party was freshly returned from a field mission. Maybe that's why we got them mixed up. Yeah, it probably is, honestly, since that scene was used near the end. Well, in both of those sessions. So how was your day, Kale? What have you been up to? Battle of Capstone began in the evening hours of the first day of late spring in the year 561. Our party was freshly returned from a field mission where the Marshal Bridget Peters had dispatched them to explore and map orcish activity south of Capstone. Uh, After reporting to leadership and completing some chores around town, the party settled in for a night of much needed rest. Just telling this week has been crazy at school, so I've been trying to take the time when you can to decompress. That's good. Crazy thing is, it's not even just your room. Like, all the teachers dealing with craziness this week. When it rains, it pours, huh? Dang it. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you're still able to get some of the support and resources that you need. Hey, Callie! Good to see you. Thank you so much for coming to the live stream. Heck yeah. Currently on PC Part Picker. Aha, feeling inspired, are we? The Battle of Capstone began in the early hours of the first day of late spring in the year 561. Our party was freshly returned from a field mission where the Marshal Bridget Peters had dispatched them to explore and map orcish activity south of Capstone. After reporting to leadership and completing some chores around town, the party settled in for a night of much needed rest when the alarm bells began to ring. Okay. Above the din, rise of dragon. Whoop, I can spell. Drownag. Gotta love dyslexia. Best Buy had a sale on cases. Your new case will be here Saturday. Oh, very nice. What's different about the new case? Oh, it'll fit the very much needed PSU upgrade. Oh, interesting. I haven't found PSUs really vary in size much. All right. Above the din, cries of dragon began and then spread like fire. The party was spread. We needed to get a different word there. Across town for the evening, and it was a struggle to get everyone together. Ava and Druge went to their duty stations, and Alandite headed to the church, while Skabosh, Rubato, and Bahir met in one of the town's squares. I have to be careful. This is probably a little bit too narrative for a summary, although I do kind of like it. But I also want this to be something that I can use in a voiceover for a video about the battle. The party was scattered across town for the evening, and it was a struggle to get everyone together. Dell used a proprietary connector for their proprietary motherboard. So good. Oh my lord. Told the guy Best Buy what you're using the game and stream. He was shocked. Yeah, it's so interesting. It sounds like it's a very good rig in some ways, and like such a very anemic in some other ways. I'm really fine right now, but as soon as GPU needs more power, then you get the blinky lights of doom. Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm excited for you. Okay, above the din, cries of dragon began and then spread like fire. The party was scattered across town for the evening, and it was a struggle to get everyone together. Ava and Druge went to their duty stations, and Alandite headed to the church. Probably be a semicolon. Well, Skabash, Rubato, and Bahir met in one of the town's squares. No matter where they all were, all of our heroes, no matter where they were. Get rid of a few words there. Our heroes could see a line of fire snaking its way down the mountain. One that very much looked like what they imagined a dragon would. One that looked like what they imagined a dragon looked like. Reminded them of what they imagined a dragon must look like. There we go. Okay. This is gonna be one of those days we're not gonna finish anything, but we're gonna get a good start on several things, I think. That being said, we do need to do. I'm gonna kick this thing over into my due before next session and out of today. All right. If I had to guess, how far do I think I am actually through narrating this? It's probably going to be a page or two, isn't it? Now obviously there can be some hand waving when it comes to like individual actions and whatever, but we still need to address the defeat of that ambush, um the discovery of the new ambush, and then the defeat of that, plus of course some nods to the actual battle up on the north side of town, and and then how we deal with that. So yeah, I probably have another 8 to 10 paragraphs to write about that. Okay, I'm not going to do that on stream, but we've got a good start. I've got the juices flowing. I think I have a level of detail that I am satisfied with. There's a part of me that wants to just keep plugging along and spend the whole rest of the time doing this, but if nothing else, even if I don't come back to this at the start of the session, I could read this, and then that would get my juices flowing enough to finish the rest of it off the top of my head. And we can't let perfect be in the way of done. So I think that can move on for now. And then it's supposed to be break time. So we're gonna put 5 minutes on the clock. We're gonna take a break. How far after am I? Only 5 minutes after. That's not too bad. We're gonna put 5 minutes on the clock. Stretch our legs, get up, move around a little bit. Maybe try and catch Pokemon or two on Pokemon Go. Then I'm going to come back, and we will work out a quick design for the Lord of Capstone, and then we'll spend the remaining 20 minutes or so on the memorial. So if you haven't been up off your booty in a little while, I recommend that you get up, move around with me as well, and I'll be back with you in about 5 minutes. Oops. Hit the button too soon. Also, if you're here, if you would, don't forget to... No, why does it keep saying 29? Stop that. If you have not already done so, we would super appreciate it if you would head on down below your video feed. There we go. And give a thumbs up to the live stream. Also, episode 3 for the Rin Chronicles, which is our second campaign in the Kingdom of Rin, is up on YouTube. That went up on Friday or Saturday last week. Episode 4 for Rin Chronicles is supposed to be coming out here on Friday or Saturday of this week. So stay tuned for more on that, and I'll see you in about 5 minutes. Apologies. That was an extra minute or two there. But for whatever it's worth, it was worth it. So let's get back into it. Got another 30 minutes on the clock. Go to my world building folder. I'm going to want the document about Capstone. And then also oh, not that. There it is. You know what we should do? Unless something comes to me that I feel narratively strong about, we should roll dice. I'm a big fan of randomness. Make an Excel sheet here really quickly. I'll even show this on screen when I go to do it. It's kind of a silly way to do it, but actually I will do it this way. Six. We've got dwarf. There we go. I can type. 3, 4, 5, 6. Eight. And gnome. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. I didn't feel like mathing that out any differently. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay, hold on. I'm doing something wrong. I thought it was rand between equals rand between Oh, maybe it's a comma, not a colon. Nope. Need parentheses? Aha! There it is. Okay. Oh, that's fun. Okay, I like that. We're totally using this randomizer. Okay. Probably more work than it was worth, but it was fun. So hashtag GMs get to have fun too. All right. Now we're going to need names. What? I think how I want to turn this nomenclature on its head. Okay. I got it. Now we need name generators. Oh, not really generator, but behind the name. If you don't know behind the name, behindthename.com. Very cool site for the history of names. You can sort by category, by alphabetical, by regional, by fictional. Like I can say, give me an give me a feminine name with a Scotch background. Oh, that's so interesting. Okay. Okay. That's totally going to be her name. This is why behind the name is fun. Well, I'll need a surname, but That's really fun. Okay. So then I need a masculine. Keep it to Scotch. Give me a masculine name. Hey, Lily, how are you? You are not too late. No, we've still got some time. Bob is a masculine name. It's true. I was going for something with more of a British Isles flavor, but you're not wrong. Oh, God. Albert and Frederick are both pretty good. The one I'm looking at is Dermid, which is definitely the Anglicization. I'm trying to see how to pronounce the Irish. Dermid. Hey, Mendez, how are you? Now, my only thought there is, I want his name to start with a different letter than her name. You're working, so you can't hear the spoilers about all the sweet, sweet wizard spells you're gonna get. Hey, do you want to type something to him and be like, "That is if you ever, if we ever get you leveled up." We already have Roderick, don't we? Roderick is one of the captains. That's what I was looking at. He is actually dead. But no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Yeah, he did. Um Okay. I don't it would have been so good because Roderick means famous ruler. So that would have been a fun name for I sometimes the names don't have a deeper meaning, but oftentimes they do. Now, especially when I needed to do something like come up with the names of 15 different officers, yeah, I didn't put quite as much thought into most of those. However, something like naming like the lord or lord consort of a city. I would ideally like to put a little bit of thought into it. It'll be a glitter star glued to a stick. All it does is get him glittery all the time. Keith. That sounds like such an English name. Who knew that Keith was a Scottish name? Huh. Does D&D have curses? It could cast a glitter curse one day. Oh, it absolutely could. Oh my god. So cursed weapons like have essentially the opposite effect, or they apply the effect to their wielder. But cursed burst weapons only do so on a natural 20 because the burst would only trigger on a natural 20. It would be hilarious to take an idea like cursed burst and apply that to magic items and have it just be like a back shot of glitter. Hello, reading squirrel. Good to see you. So most of the time it does exactly what you'd think it would do, but 5% of the time, no, yeah, 5% of the time it just blasts you in the face with glitter. Oh, this is perfect. This is perfect. Name's gonna be Fergus.
Team Rocket is the
that's
first
so
chatter and has
good.
been first 3 times.
Really? Hi, Rocket. My general win trend continues, by the way, Rocket. I got Archon 2 earlier. Back up to 2,500. Well, almost. Just slightly under. Ugh, excuse me. Batoka can bring Roderick back to life. Yes. Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. Oh, I need to write something down, actually. That would have been easy to forget. A magic glitter bomb, one, or an intelligent magical item that could be a glitter. um, everybody that's here, pick a number between 1 and 6. The first 2 are going to be what I'm going to use. 4 and 4. All right. And then 1 and 1. Can you guys see and hear me? Okay. Yes, it's back now. All right. OBS lost connection for about 5 seconds there. Also, hello, Stardust. Okay. Thank you, guys. All right. I just prompted myself a little guide here for how I want to describe them. Since I'm not able to visualize people, it's good to have a helping hand there so everybody doesn't end up sounding the same. Okay. Can work with this. Back over here. Good evening to Denmark. Hello there. Thank you so much for coming by. Rasmus, I believe. I hope you're doing well. How dare Aurora be here? Causing trouble, I would expect nothing less. So, real quickly, Rasmus, we are working on filling out some NPCs for the frontier town of Capstone right now. And of course, as always, everything's taking me longer than I had intended. Fine. Just means that I have more to do off stream than I had anticipated. We are playing on Saturday, yes. Yes, it is the much awaited Aftermath episode. These were great. These were great descriptions. It always takes longer than planned. Yes, indeed. So, thank you, and I'm glad that you're here. We do these Working Wednesday streams almost every week. Not quite every week, but I'd say at least 3 Wednesdays a month we do these. We work for half an hour, we take a short break, we work for half an hour, and we try to stay, fairly focused on the tasks that we set out. So if you end up enjoying the vibe, I will be on a bit longer than that and not getting off in 90 seconds, but we won't be on for hours more or anything, because the goal is to be fairly concise. So probably like 10 more minutes. But if you end up enjoying the vibes, I'd love to have you hang out with us for the rest of the day today. And then, we'll be back again almost certainly next Wednesday as well. If you like consuming D&D content beyond this, we do have actually 2 campaigns that we're running right now, both in the same setting and in the same timeline. One of those campaigns had about a 10-episode prologue, and then is on episode 16 will be live this weekend. And the newer campaign just had their 4th episode. So if you enjoy listening to D&D podcasts and playthroughs, then you may have just found your next listen. I know, Kale, it's crazy. I can't believe it. It's very quiet. I would imagine she's working. Sounds. I'm assuming, Rasmus, that was the start of Sounds Good. Yeah, thank you. I very much hope that you enjoy your stay, and I'm glad that you're here. You'll give it a shot. You have to head to bed. Work is calling. Yeah, no worries. No worries. I hope that you enjoy. You're welcome to swing by, ask any questions. We respond to comments on YouTube videos or come to live streams, whatever. I hope it's a good time for you. Sleep well and have a good day at work tomorrow. And I'm assuming that YouTube will let you just follow or subscribe right from here. But if not, there's the channel link just in case you or anybody else needs it. Yeah. See you later. Oh, this is so good. Okay. You already subscribed. Thank you, Reading Squirrel. I appreciate you. Okay. I think that has fleshed out rather, the rulers of Capstone. Work ends now, right on time. I know, but there's one more thing that we're supposed to do. I'll have to do it off stream though. That's okay. That's okay. I have a lot to do off stream actually. I did not really realize because I've already there's been a ton of prep work that's gone into this. Into this next episode, right? Because this is an inflection point, right? We just had a big thing happen, so we want to deliver emotionally and functionally on the aftermath of that thing. We also want to set things up for the future. We want to give our player characters cool rewards. We want to introduce some new NPCs. There's a shocking amount going into this. And despite having already done a lot of prep, there is a lot still to do. Both the mods saying no. No, I know. I appreciate it. I probably should. Okay, then just one thing, and then I will go, is I need to get an estimate of how much work I still have to do before next session. Because that's important. I probably should, right? No, I know. That's why we have the timer in the first place. So, okay, so what are some things that I need to do before that? I need to finish the battle recap. I've got probably half an hour left to do there. I need to scan Bridget's character sheet, but that's fine. That's like 2 minutes. I wanted to write down some thoughts from the battle, and I wanted to do that before the subathon and TwitchCon and all of that. So unfortunately now much of it, and I wanted to do it as a group, but life happens, I suppose. So I still want to try and do that while it's relatively fresh. That's probably another half an hour. Angela's box of rings, amulets, necklaces, bangles, etc. That's a low priority thing. I may or may not get that done. That's the thing I'm not going to say out loud, but that's a quick thing. That's like 5 minutes. What do we have so far? We have about 40 minutes plus how long do I think my thoughts from the battle are going to take? Probably like a half an hour, so like an hour 10. I need to write a new... Thank you, Lily. I need to write a new... There was an oath. I think I had said that, but I had not said what it was about. There was an oath that I started working on during the previous session, and I hated it. I could not get it to a place that I was happy with. I ended up deleting the whole thing. So I need to rewrite that. That's got to be at least another half an hour. I want to generate some images to show for some key moments. So what, we're in an hour 40. I've probably got an hour of image generation to do. That's 240. I need to finish the memorial. Yeah, so pushing 3 hours. I need to come up with what the physical memorial is going to look like, and also write the speech for that. That's probably 45 minutes. We're up to like 3.5 hours now. And then a couple of other things that are lower priority, pending focus on how long the tasks. Yeah, exactly. So if I'm estimating that I have 3.5 hours of work to do with like, with a good degree of focus, I'm going to guess that that's going to take me at least 5 hours to actually get done. Lily says 6. Yeah, you're probably not far off. Probably somewhere between 5 and 6. So today's Wednesday. We've got Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So if I do 2 hours Thursday, 2 hours Friday, and then that gives me an hour with some wiggle room to finish up on Saturday before session. Okay. Then I'm going to put that in my to-do list as 3 separate tasks. D&D 2 hours work. D&D 2 hours work. D&D, I'll just say 2 hours work. Oh, that's so nice. Those are on a bit of a delay, unfortunately, because YouTube's weird about that. So I'm sure Rasmus is long gone by now. But thank you so much for the subscription. Really, really appreciate that. Okay, then there are other things that I need to get done this week that aren't D&D related. So, yeah, I've got a lot on my plate this week. The week after there, yeah, subathon with like 1 week off in the middle, and then TwitchCon was rough. I think we did fairly well with it, but it was a little bit rough. The good news is TwitchCon's in October next year, so there'll be more time in between. Overall, I liked having the subathon in September instead of in August. We didn't see that have a significant impact on the duration of the subathon versus the previous August subathons, but it also certainly didn't have, it was not a penalty, or, it was more or less neutral, I guess, what I'm getting at. And I think it was a time of year that worked better for us and worked better for more people that were watching, so it wasn't trying to get squeezed in during back to school. Gonna tear apart your PC. Wish you luck. Yes, good luck, Callie. Be kind to yourself. Take breaks. Drink water. Make sure it's unplugged and the power supply is off before you start messing with the innards. And that's a good opportunity for me to get out of here as well. Yeah. Make sure you have a hammer nearby. Yes, exactly. So thank you all for being here. Remember, the Aftermath session live on twitch.tv/HereThereBeMonsters is Saturday, September 28th, 2024. Pre-show starts at 3. Gameplay starts between 3:30 and 3:45. That video will go up on YouTube sometime next week. About 30 minutes over. Yeah, not terrible. About 15 minutes over, 15 to 20. So it's still longer than I wanted, but the last 2 episodes we've been pushing like an hour and a half to 2 hours, which is way, way longer than I want these to be. So pretty good. Thank you all so much. Appreciate you being here. Have a great rest of your day. And as always, take care and be excellent to each other.